Hi, I'm Eileen Clair, the Heal Your Life teacher and coach trainer in Ireland and in the UK. I've been following Louise's philosophies for a long number of years. Louise's work came into my life at a time when my father was very ill, and it really changed the way I looked at life following his death and the support that I was able to give him on his journey and on his passing. I think without Louise's work I would have been left with a lot of bitterness, a lot of regrets, and a complete lack of understanding for the man who was my father. But because of Louise's work and her exercises that she does on family constellation, on forgiveness and on mirror work, and just the clarity that you can bring into your thinking by helping you to look at yourself and your thoughts, and by recognizing how those thoughts can change the reality of your life. For me, it was huge because it was a part of my healing journey with my dad. It was a part of us beginning to see one another as human beings for the very first time, possibly, because up until that we were in conflict, as many fathers and daughters are. And being able to see one another as human beings allow us to feel the real love and the bond that is there. And love is the pathway to forgiveness. And there's many hurts within many families. And when you find forgiveness within yourself, for yourself, it's much easier to find forgiveness for others. And I feel that's what Louise's work really brought into my life, that ability to forgive myself for anything that I feel I had done in a manner that I would have preferred it to be otherwise, and to set myself free to be the person that I was meant to be, and not to be held back by blaming myself and giving out to myself for my past. So it freed me to become me in the present, rather than to be bringing all the bad parts of me from the past as I saw it. And then it just allows you to recognize, for me, Louise's work helped me to recognize the good that is in me, and as a result of that, to see the good that's in everybody else. And so for many years I had a personal journey using Louise's work. And then I did the teacher training in the UK with Patricia Crane many years ago now. And when I came back, people noticed a huge difference in me, and I started leading workshops immediately. And in leading the workshops, I was absolutely delighted to see the differences in people coming in, how 2 days can change a person, not just in the way they're thinking, but also very often in their physical aspect, because you actually see the load that people carry around on their shoulders being lightened. And people come on the Saturday morning or Sunday morning, and they're complete strangers, and at the end of 2 days you see people walking away having met and connected in a manner that you don't do with very many people in your life, and friendships are formed during those weekends, as well as the healing work that takes place. And moving from workshops into one-to-one coaching was a very natural thing for me, because many people came requiring that individual attention. And in the coaching, you get the opportunity to connect and to meet with people where they are at, and very often creating a space of healing, a space of listening, and a way of sharing Louise's wisdom in a manner that the people who are in pain, the people who want to bring change into their lives, are people who just want to understand life at a deeper level. Sharing Louise's work through coaching allows you to recognize, to really connect with people in a manner that they can hear what it is that you are saying. And I particularly love the coaching aspect of Louise's work. I'm one of these people that can never understand why we can't have something in Ireland that's available around the world. So I started asking Patricia shortly after my training, why did I need to go to the UK? Why could I not have it in Ireland? And I brought the teacher training to Ireland. Patricia, after coming for 2 trainings to Ireland, decided that I could run the trainings here myself. I was delighted to be able to take this up, and I now run the trainings not just in Ireland but in the UK also. And for me, spending a week in the training with like-minded people, a week where you're immersed in the work of Louise, and you're learning how to share this work. But in the sharing of this work, the trainings also help you to recognize and to connect with yourself at a much, much deeper level. So while many people come to the trainings because they want to get involved in Louise's work, all of them discover that really Louise is saying that if you want to change anything about the world, the only person you ever need to keep working on is yourself. And so a week immersed with people who are all willing to work on learning on themselves and willing also to share that work with one another, to enable them to go out and share it with others outside. The week of the teacher training or the week of the coach training means that each and every one of us get to connect with ourselves on a much deeper level. To me, this work is life-changing. It has been life-changing for me personally. I've seen it being life-changing for many, many people over the years, whether it was people who came to the workshops, people I've worked with in coaching, or people who attended the training. And it's a privilege to do this work. It's a journey that I intend to continue for as long as I'm on this earth. And it's a journey that I'm privileged to share with many, many others. I do hope somewhere along the way many of you will join us, whatever country you live in. We're fortunate that this work is available around the world. And I would like to acknowledge Patricia's work in making this available and in her continued efforts in supporting us all to grow Louise's work. Thank you for listening.